Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Horn. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bland. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Looking downfield, it's Horn. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Commodores line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that, comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it. But I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years, and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Got it set up on the outside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Horn. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Porter. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
From the gun, the running back has it. Makes a pass to Marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. He's got him in the flat. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Rice. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the left side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Commodores are in the red zone. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Horn. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
And the Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Washington. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with his back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Vanderbilt Commodores will take over. First and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Back to pass, it's Horn. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Shotgun snap on third down. Right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. And wings it incomplete.
It leads to second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Horn. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Brown. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and create.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Trying the left side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be third and long. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. Free up the gut. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. They're going to ride this running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up third down.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Horn. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Bringing the heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Commodores are flying down the field. The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Brings up
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking for a man. It's Horn. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Second down coming up. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Raymond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Got his man down the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.